In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 21st, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Bucks versus Cleveland Cavaliers. The Milwaukee Bucks will travel to the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Wednesday evening to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in an Eastern Conference matchup. Milwaukee is atop the East with a 22-8 record and are on a 2-game winning streak after a 128-119 road win on Monday against the New Orleans Pelicans. Cleveland is third in the East with a 21-11 record and are riding a 4-game winning streak after a 122-99 home victory over the Utah Jazz on Monday. This will be the third of 4 games against each other in the regular season, as the Bucks have won the first 2. Looking at the betting trends, the Bucks are 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 6-1-2 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-8-2 against the spread in their last 13 games following a win. The Cavaliers are 14-4-1 against the spread in their last 19 home games, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team above .600, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Head-to-head, the under is 5-1 to win the last 7 meetings in Cleveland. The Milwaukee Bucks in the underdog role is always worth a look, but the Cavs have shown time and time again they can rise to the occasion, and they play their best ball by far at home. The Cleveland Cavaliers win at home by an average of 10 points while shooting 49.1% from the field. The Bucks will be without Middleton once again. Looking at the adjusted net rating provided by Dunks and Threes, there is a little bit of a difference, as the Bucks are 6th in the sport with a plus 3.7 rating, while the Cavaliers are atop the NBA with a plus 6.3 net rating. The difference is shooting from beyond the 3-point line, as Milwaukee is 17th in the league with a 35.1 3-point percentage, while Cleveland is 8th with a 36.9 percentage from beyond the arc. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The under is 15-4 in the Bucks' last 19 road games and 4-0 in the Cavaliers' last 4 Wednesday games. The Cavs are dead last in pace of play, averaging 95.5 possessions per 48 minutes, and the Bucks are in the middle of the pack, averaging 99.8 possessions. In a battle between 2 defensive-minded teams, I'll bet Cleveland edges out Milwaukee with a strong defensive effort. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Detroit Pistons will travel to the Wells Fargo Center on Wednesday night to take on the Philadelphia 76ers in an Eastern Conference matchup. The Pistons are last in the Eastern Conference with an 8-24 record and are on the second leg of a back-to-back as they face the Utah Jazz at home on Tuesday. The 76ers are 5th in the Eastern Conference with a 17-12 record and are riding a 5-game winning streak after a 104-101 overtime home win over the Toronto Raptors on Monday. This will be the first of 3 games against one another, so it will be an interesting matchup. The Pistons are 20-7-2 against the spread in their last 29 road games and 9-4-2 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. The 76ers are 11-1 against the spread in their last 12 home games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Pistons' last 5 road games. The over is 5-2 in 76ers' last 7 overall. The Pistons are 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Philadelphia and 5-13 against the spread in the last 18 meetings. The Detroit Pistons aren't good, and they're on the end of a back-to-back. I understand why the line is the line. However, this is a massive amount of free points, and while the Philadelphia 76ers are great at home, they're only winning there by an average of 6 points. The 76ers also win in the favorite role by an average of 4 points. It feels like we're getting an extra bucket or 2, so the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Looking at the previous handful of games heading into this matchup, Detroit is averaging 125 points in their previous 3 games, while Philadelphia is scoring 122 points in their last 5 games. Both of these teams are shooting well throughout the season from beyond the arc, as the Pistons are 18th in the NBA with 34.7%, while the Sixers are 3rd in the league with a 38.5% from deep. The over is 8-1 in their previous 10 games against one another. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Atlanta Hawks. The Chicago Bulls, struggling in recent weeks, will play the second game of a back-to-back when they travel to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Chicago has fallen to 11th in the Eastern Conference playoff race as they have struggled defensively in recent games. The Atlanta Hawks have struggled a bit as well in recent weeks as they've endured a number of injuries to their starting lineup. Atlanta is currently in the 8th position in the Eastern Conference standings and 1 game over .500. Looking at the betting trends, the Bulls are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Hawks are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Bulls are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Atlanta, and the Bulls are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Bulls are keeping an eye on Derrick Jones Jr., who is listed as day-to-day, while the Hawks will again be missing Clint Capela, who is still out with that right calf strain. The Hawks have been a different team at home this year, where the team is 9-5. Atlanta is just 6-10 on the road, but the Hawks have been a good home team most of the year. The Bulls are just 4-11 on the road, and Chicago struggled away from home last season as well. The Bulls also continue to struggle to defend, and Chicago comes into this game at just 11-18. The Bulls were really struggling before their win over the short-handed Heat last night, but it's going to be tough to replicate that effort on 0 days rest. Neither team have been good for bettors lately, but I'd rather go with the Hawks to get their 3rd straight win in this spot. The Hawks' offense should be the difference in this matchup, so the Atlanta Hawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Chicago is 4-0-1 to the over in their last 5 games. Atlanta is 5-1 to the over in their last 6 games. Both teams have allowed an average of 120 points per game over their last 5 games. Atlanta has its 3 main scorer back, and Chicago is playing the second game in 2 nights. These 2 teams are also 7th and 8th in pace of play this season. The Bulls' offense has been decent despite the team's disappointing season. DeRozan, Vucevic, and Lavine are all capable players, and the Hawks have not been a consistent defensive team this year. Atlanta is 7th in the league in pace. The Bulls are 8th, and the home team usually dictates tempo. The Bulls have multiple players who struggle to defend individually, such as Lavine and Vucevic. The team never fully recovered from not having Lonzo Ball to limit teams on the perimeter. Look for a back and forth affair that will soar past the total between these 2 Eastern Conference rivals. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.